and here with Amanda Behnke, the Lutheran South grad and IU freshman, who after years of going to the Big River Winter Distance Camp was just finished up being a counselor. Tell me what that experience was like.
It was really cool because I've been to all throughout high school and my 8th grade year. I've been to all the winter camps and almost all the summer camps. So it's cool to be on the other side as a counselor rather than a camper this year. I kind of got to help out, actually leading the kids and just, seeing the other side of it. So that was a cool experience.
Before, did you think about anything that, like, when you were a camper, that, I really liked it when my counselors did this or didn't do that, or I didn't like it? Did you any thoughts ahead of time that you thought you learned as a camper?
I tried to think about that. I just really liked when the counselors were involved and kind of talked to, and whenever the counselors would talk to me or ask me about my running. So I tried to get involved with all the kids and try to talk to as many as possible, on whether it be on runs or throughout camp or any way that I could, just interacting with the kids so that they kind of got to know me and I got to know them.
What's your, obviously the fun wrap up is the last day with the competition and then the pancake breakfast and the trivia. But besides those, any other enjoyable parts that you enjoy over others?
I think I like just having other people to run with, because sometimes it's hard to find other people to train with in the winter and stuff. So it's cool to meet new runners and just have that community around you for a week or for a couple days. And be able to run in Queenie, because it's not super close to my house, so it's nice to get a new environment running somewhere else and get those hills in.
Right. Are there many hills in Bloomington?
It actually is pretty hilly. Okay. Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't really know that from just my visits, but then once I started running there, I realized that pretty much everywhere is hilly in Bloomington, so it's definitely good to keep that here, so I don't, when I go back, it's not a shock to my system again.
Yeah. I know you wrapped up your high school career with a really good state meet, and then tell me what joining both you and your brother being at IU together for the first time this year. He's a 5th year senior. Tell me what your experience was like this year as a freshman redshirting.
It was really awesome. Even though I was redshirting, I was still working with the same girls, the same rest of the team. It wasn't really any different than actually being racing. I just wasn't racing with the IU jersey and racing all the time, but I was still doing workouts with the top girls and stuff, and we'd all run together on easy runs or just regular mileage runs. So we all got to know each other, and they're all really encouraging and supportive, and I love all my teams so far.
Well, what's it like being at school and being a teammate of your brother?
Oh, that's really cool. Me and my brother have always been really close. He's kind of been my coach in the off season throughout high school. He kind of wrote my training for the summer and the winter. So I always tend to do better when he's there watching me or helping me, and we can kind of talk after workouts and get feedback from each other about how things went. So being able to have him there as support and someone to talk to and a little piece of home whenever I get homesick, that's really nice to have him around. Yeah.
And the facilities there at Indiana are just phenomenal. The outdoor facility that hosted the East Regional, I think, 2 years ago, and then the indoor facility that hosts, maybe 4 or 5 meets during the indoor season. Yeah. That's got to be one of the draws also. And also being close to, not too far from home, is enjoyable. I know I saw you, several meets this year with your mom watching your brother. Tell me what that's like, having such support from family. Oh,
it's awesome. My family's always been really supportive of everything I do, no matter what I'm doing, whether it be running or, in high school I like to sing and be in theater and stuff like that. So no matter what part of my life it is, my family's always very supportive, especially my parents. And I don't know how I'd even get to where I am now without my parents like that. So I'm really thankful for them.
What kind of a pancake chef is she?
Oh, we make pancakes at our house all the time, so she's pretty good at it. Yeah. We all switch off making pancakes at home, whether it be after a run or just on a Saturday morning, just hanging out as a family. That's something we like to do.
Well, what was it like? Your brother had a great career at Columbia, and now in his 5th year at IU. Tell me what it was like this year, watching him have success, the team do well, and run his first 10Ks, which I know aren't his favorite and strongest point, but tell me what that's like watching him,
It's pretty cool. It's awesome being able to be at the majority of his meets and actually watch him race, because when he was in New York at Columbia, none of the meets were really close.
Right.
So it was hard to go and watch him compete, and I was competing with high school, and they didn't really match up the meets and stuff. So it's cool to be able to watch him run and see him continue to have success. And he's always an inspiration to me every time he runs. So it just gives me more motivation to work hard and get to the point where I'm the one running at nationals.
Right.
I can't wait till that point. So it's cool to have him as a role model for me.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys don't pick on your brother too much. The one that's not the collegiate runner. I hope he doesn't get bored at family get-togethers with you guys talking running all the time. But any advice for high schoolers or even middle schoolers? That looking ahead, like thinking about considering coming to camp next year or in the summer? I
definitely suggest going to camp. Like I said, I went to all throughout high school, and it was really beneficial, and I met a lot of people there. Some of my friends, some of my other running friends from other schools, I met at camp, and I'm still friends with them now. Like at Christmas, I got together with maybe 10 or 12 other runners, and probably over half of them I met at camp. So it's just a way to get to know other people at schools, that you get to know people to talk to at meets, and sometimes become some of your best friends.
Right.
So I would definitely suggest coming to camp and just keep running. Running's a fun sport, and it's even more fun when you know other people and you can enjoy it with others. So
build those relationships to support each other over the years. And then just as we wrap up, what's the balance like in college, trying to balance schoolwork and then training? How's that?
It's a little tough. You really have to make sure you manage your time well. All throughout high school, I was pretty organized and on top of things anyway. I like to be busy and in a routine all the time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't much of a change for me, but pretty much every day is the same. You get up, you go to class, and you go to practice, and then you eat dinner, and then do your homework. Get your study hours in, then you go to bed, do the same thing the next day. So, we talk about at camp, sometimes you have room for two things. There's three things, your social life, your running, and your studying, and you can only fit two of them. But, running kind of becomes your social life in college. So I feel like I've been able to get all three of those and balance everything out pretty well.
Yeah, and you really got to stick to a schedule and can't waste that time that's scheduled for work time, because if you put that off, it's so easy to get behind,
and that's when you get stressed.
And that affects every part of your life, the training and everything else.
Definitely.
Well, thanks for the time, and stay healthy, and good luck this spring. Do you know if you'll compete at all outdoors on the team? Or
I'm not sure. I would like to, but
I
think we have to see how indoor goes first, and then my coaches will decide after that. So.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Stay healthy, and keep it up.
Thank you.
All right.